Oh, sugar honey iced tea. It's the EAC Show.
Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colon.
And I am Marcus Mack, and this is the EAC Show coming to you from sunny South Florida with episode 98. Emilio, talk to me nice.
It's fucking Effort Friday. It's Friday. I'm real happy to be on this Effort Friday episode. Unfortunately, Cameron didn't. The big one couldn't join us for today's episode, so it's just me and you, Marcus Mack. Marcus, I know there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have to discuss, and I really do feel like here on the fucking EAC Show, we literally jinxed the shit out of the NFL. The NFL has had so many COVID now situations, false negatives, all types of false positives, all types of shit. Marcus, are we going to get a fucking full NFL season, or what's going to happen?
I ain't gonna lie, at the rate that it's going, I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure at all. But going into the season, it's like we've seen this coming because there was already some very idiotic. Because if you was going to prevent it, I feel like there would have been some very valid points that would have been brought up. When they was talking about not passing around jerseys as the solution of not, spreading the virus, I already knew, like, we have an idiot, somewhere in the mix. As far as making it to a Super Bowl, I don't know. I
mean, there's so many games that had to be postponed or rescheduled or changed. You got Tuesday Night Football all of a sudden. Shout out to the Tennessee Titans who ended up beating up the rough buff Buffalo Bills. They blew the shit out of them, Marcus Mack. And like I said, I'm the Week 5 champion, so that crown will be on my head this week. We're going to go through our Week 6 picks. I have Cameron's picks. He did text them to me, so we'll go through that shortly, Marcus Mack. But in all actuality, I mean, how stupid can some people really believe that you thought for some reason that you were going to be able to get through this shit without hiccups? I mean, you got a whole team coming out and saying that, they had some positive tests in Indianapolis Colts yesterday. And then later on, earlier today, it's reported that all those tests were negative. So here's my question to you, Marcus. Do we now question the actual fucking laboratory that's fucking taking these tests?
Of course. Listen, if you ask me, I'd have been questioning the laboratories that's been taking all the tests.
So do you feel like the integrity of the actual positive COVID tests are fucking, like, they're up in the air, correct?
The integrity of the NFL?
No.
Or the integrity
First
of
off,
the
yes,
test?
it's the integrity of the NFL because the NFL decided to choose this company to do business with.
Right. I think. Well, we're gonna keep it on sports. Forget what I think. I think yes, the integrity of whoever it is of course they're the headlights are on them. You know what I'm saying the integrity has definitely been skewed. And but I gotta say this, bro. The whole COVID situation, I think it's bullshit to me. Anyways, there's something going on. There's some shit going on. I don't know. People are getting sick. I'm not saying that COVID is a fad. I'm saying that it's real, but it's something going on because something ain't right.
Marcus is like, I don't really know about all that right now. I don't really know about all of that. But we're definitely gonna get into our Week 6 picks, Marcus Mack. It's gonna be kind of difficult for me because I'm gonna have to flip through trying to find Cam's picks and then discussing what the picks are. So the first game, we got the 1 o'clock game, Marcus Mack. We got the Chicago Bears at Carolina playing the Carolina Panthers. This is a -1 game. Carolina's actually favored. So let me see who Cameron has. Let me just check real quick. Cam has the Carolina Panthers beating the Chicago Bears. Who do you end up having, Marcus Mack? And I'll go last. Spread, Marcus.
They're favored by what?
It's 1 point. 1 point Carolina's favored.
Yeah. Give me Carolina.
You're going to take Carolina. We're all going to be on the Carolina Panthers. I don't trust Nick Foles. I think Teddy Bridgewater and them boys have been doing a great job. Matt Rule's holding it down in Carolina. They're playing above expectations. They're overachieving right now. So I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers as well. So all three of us are on Carolina. We got the next 1 o'clock game, which is the Detroit Lions versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Marcus, I already know how you feel about every fucking team in Florida. You don't like anything in Florida. Everything in Florida is sucky for you.
Against the Detroit Cats, the Detroit Felines.
So Cameron has the Jacksonville Jaguars. That line is a -3, but it's actually Detroit that's favored. I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. I do feel like Matt Patricia and boys are going to get this thing going. They're going to get better and better each week. Lions.
I like Detroit.
So Marcus Mack is going to go with the Lions as well. Marcus, this next game is your favorite fucking team. You got the shitty-ass Atlanta Falcons who are 0-5, fired their manager, fired their head coach, fired their general manager. They're going to Minnesota. They're going to play up in Minnesota. They're going to play Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are -4 in this game, Marcus
Listen, bro,
Mack.
just throw the whole team away. You know, they're going to have the whole starting lineup selling tummy tea soon. Yeah, man.
So Cameron has Minnesota -4. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons +4. I'm not saying that they're going to win the game.
Oh, okay,
I'm saying that they might cover the spread. I think that when you end up firing a head coach, you really come out and you really play well for the new coach. So in my opinion, I think they're going to play really, really good for Raheem Morris, who's the defensive coordinator who's taking over for the interim head coach. So I think the Atlanta Falcons cover the spread. So I'm going to take Atlanta plus the 4 points in Minneapolis.
I got the Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah, I got the Vikings.
All right, so the next 1 o'clock game is going to be the Houston Texans, who just got their first win with the same scenario where they fired their GM and their head coach, who was the same person, Bill O'Brien. They ended up getting a win, their first win of the season. They are going to play Tennessee in Tennessee. The Tennessee Titans are -3.5 favorites. I believe Cameron, if I'm not mistaken, has Tennessee in this game. Oh, no, sorry. He has Houston. I'm sorry. He has Houston in this game. I know you saw Derrick Henry manhandle Josh Norman. King Henry literally took Josh Norman and tossed him as like a child.
Bro, listen, Norman, not for nothing, I think I've seen him get tossed around a couple of times.
Seriously.
For real, man. Yeah, that was definitely tragic, man. Just for the record, you know, I love the Tennessee Titans, you know, because, you know, I'm a big fan of Tannehill, huge fan from Miami days. But you know, I ran with Rough Buff on that last one. I can't lie, man. They demolished them. Offensively, they demolished them, bro.
So you going with Tennessee?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tennessee too. I think Tennessee ends up getting it done. Cameron's going with Houston on that pick. I think Tennessee they just showed they could just beat the dog shit out of any team whenever the hell they want. So I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans. The next 1 o'clock game, Marcus Mack, this is a real fucking awful game. We got the Washington football team versus the New York Giants. This game is a -3. I don't even know how the Giants are favored in this game. Both of these teams really, really fucking suck.
Sucky.
Who you got, Marcus Mack, in this game? You got the Washington football team or you got the New York Giants?
It's hard, man. Just because I don't really believe in either one of those teams, I'm from New York, so I'm going to rock with the Giants.
I'm going to go with the New York Giants as well. So is Cameron. He's with the New York Giants. I just don't see the backup quarterback situation in Washington being solid enough to be able to get them a win. I do like Ron Rivera as a coach. I just think he needs another full year to get things going and maybe get that number 1 overall pick and probably select Trevor Lawrence with that number 1 overall pick. This one's a really good game coming up next. Let me see what Cam has. This is going to be the shitty-ass Cleveland Browns with Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, and Odell Beckham against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are -3.5 point favorites. Cameron has Pittsburgh. Who do you got, Marcus Mack?
You know what? I'm going to go with the shittiest.
You're going to go with the shitty guys?
The shittiest. Yeah.
You're going to go
I'm going to go with the Browns. I'm going to go with the Browns.
I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Cleveland Browns have been unable to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh for God knows how long. I think.
Oh, it's in Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Let me retract that. Wait, it's in Pittsburgh. It's in Pittsburgh, and you said that Cleveland is favored.
No, Pittsburgh is favored.
Pittsburgh's favored by
3.5.
3.5. You know what? Yeah, give me. I'm sorry, I'm bringing that back. Give me Pittsburgh.
Overall, for Big Ben is like 23-2 against Cleveland all the time. So I don't see Pittsburgh losing to the Cleveland Browns.
I don't even see them almost covering the spread. Like I don't even see them getting a little field goal and just kind of covering the spread. Like I don't see nothing there.
The next game is 1 o'clock game. You got the Baltimore Ravens, who are minus 9.5 point favorites against the Philadelphia Eagles. Marcus Mack. Cameron has Baltimore. I mean, it's tough to give a team that much points at
9.5?
9.5 points at home. The last time the Philadelphia Eagles were 9.5 point underdogs, they ended up beating out the team, the San Francisco 49ers, outright. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles plus the 9. I'm not plus the 9.5. I'm not saying the Eagles will win the game. I'm just saying that they're going to cover the spread, Marcus Mack. Who you got in that game?
Yeah, I like Philly too. Like I feel the same way. I don't think they're gonna win, but that's a huge spread. 9.5. Yeah.
At home.
At home. Yeah. Even so, if they get 3 points in the money. Yeah.
There's 2 more 1 o'clock games, Marcus Mack. The next 1 o'clock game is the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Indianapolis Colts. That game is a minus 7.5 point favorite to the Indianapolis Colts. This is the same team that just literally had 5 false positive COVID tests, and they're getting a 7.5 point favorite against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Who you got, Marcus?
That half.
Cameron has Indy.
That half is a big difference. 7.5. That half right there is a big difference. Give me Indianapolis.
I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't think the Cincinnati Bengals just played the Baltimore Ravens, and they got dog-walked all over. I don't think Indianapolis is that good. I could definitely see Phillip Rivers making a few mistakes, as he's already been making a few mistakes, not for nothing. I could definitely see the Bengals covering this spread. Like you said, the hook, that's what you call that half. You call it a hook. The hook will literally come back and haunt somebody in this game. So I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals. Cameron has the Indianapolis Colts. This is the last 1 o'clock game for this week. We got the Denver Broncos going to New England, facing Cam Newton. Cam Newton's actually going to play in this game. It's minus 9.5. Cameron has. That's
from last week, isn't it?
No. It was
rescheduled.
It was rescheduled. Yes.
Right. But there was somebody else that tested positive too for New England, right? I think one of the linemen or something like that.
It was the cornerback Gilmore, but he's fine now too.
Okay, all right. So what's the spread? New England is favored by 9.5, and they're playing.
And Cameron has New England.
And they're playing. New England is playing.
Denver.
Yeah, right. Broncos. Yeah, they got that large spread again. Give me. You don't think Denver could cover that?
Hell no. I'm taking the New England Patriots.
And Cam is in.
Cam is playing.
All right, so yeah. Let me go with New England.
Cameron. The next game, we got a 4 o'clock game. We got the Miami Dolphins, the sunny South Florida Miami Dolphins versus the shitty my team New York Jets. This is a minus 9.5 point game, and the Dolphins are favored by 9.5 points. Marcus Mack.
I like that.
You think the Dolphins win by double digits?
Listen, bro, if there's any time in the world I go with the Miami Dolphins, it's going to be right now.
Cameron actually forgot this game on his picks. He didn't put who he wanted for this game. So
you want to know why? Because that's a scary pick. Yeah. You want to pick between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets? Bro, listen, I'm not riding on the mean green. Not putting my money on the mean green. They can keep that shit. Give me Miami Dolphins.
I'm going to take the 9.5. I'm going to take the points. I think Joe Flacco, after a full week of playing with the first team, I think he'll end up getting it. I don't think they win the game, but I think they cover the spread. The next 4:25 game is this is the game of the day, honestly, between me and you, Marcus Mack. It's going to be the Green Bay Packers versus the Tampa Bay Bucks. So you got Aaron Rodgers, AR-12, versus TB-12, which is Tom Brady 12. And it's a pick 'em. It's literally, Vegas does not know who is going to win this game. There's no line on the game. It's pick who you think is going to win. I know Cameron already has his cheese heads. I'm going to go with his cheese heads as well. Who you got, Marcus?
Green Bay, all day.
So we're all on Green Bay in that game. No belief in, even though the game is in Tampa, no belief in Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
Nah, tell Tom keep eating his Wheaties, man.
The Sunday night game is the Los Angeles Rams, who are going to San Francisco. to play the San Francisco 49ers. But the Rams are favored on the road. They're -3, Marcus Mack. Cameron has, I'll tell you right now, hold on. I told you this was going to be a little bit difficult for me going back and forth to figure out these teams. This is another game that Cameron did not put on his board, so he doesn't have it. I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams -3. Who you got, Marcus?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Los Angeles Rams. Excuse me, Los Angeles Rams.
So you got the Rams -3. I got the Rams -3. Okay, we got 2 Monday night games. 2 Monday night games, Marcus Mack. A 5 o'clock game. This is going to be a really good game. This is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, who are just coming off a loss. They're -4.5 point favorites against the Buffalo Bills. And it's in Buffalo. The game is in Buffalo. So you're going to ride a rough Buff, or you're going to go with Kansas City?
Kansas City. That's going to be a good game, by the way.
Really good game. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills bounce back. And the reason why I'm going to go Buffalo, because it's at Buffalo. If it wasn't at Buffalo, this game would be totally different. It'd probably be a 7-point spread in favor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City been playing pretty good on the road.
Yeah, they have. It's really weird when but you got to remember, when he's an underdog on prime time, he does really good. He's not an underdog today. So he's going to be a favorite on the road. That's a little bit different. So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills plus the 4.5. And the last game, Marcus Mack, is the Dallas Cowboys without Dak Prescott. Their first game without Dak Prescott against the Arizona Cardinals. They're hosting the Cardinals. It's in Dallas. Who do you got?
Sorry, Skip. Sorry, Skip. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a couple of games before they get themselves together, before Dallas get themselves together. So, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Arizona Cardinals as well. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are gonna end up getting it. It's gonna take a little while for the Red Rifle Andy Dalton to get shit together with his team. I mean, he's fully capable. He took the Cincinnati Bengals to multiple. They won division titles in Cincinnati, and he went to the playoffs, even though he didn't win a playoff game. But I think it's going to take them a little while to get things going, and he don't really have that much time. Marcus Mack, is there anything that we needed to discuss? I know there's baseball going on, and I want to talk about that more when it gets to the World Series, because that's where it matters the most, more than anything else. I think that the Astros have just beat the Tampa Bay Rays, so that series is now tied 3-3. That series was actually – the Tampa Bay Rays were up 3-0, Marcus. They were up 3-0. And now the Astros, the cheaters, have come back and tied that series. And if the Braves win the next game, they're going on to the World Series because they're up 3-1 on the Los Angeles Dodgers, Marcus Mack.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Los Angeles, I know basketball is finished for another couple of months. But did you hear about the Chris Paul? It's not for sure yet. But did you hear about LeBron fishing for Chris Paul to come over to L.A.?
LeBron has always wanted Chris Paul in some way, shape, or form to come over and play on the same team. They're all part of the Banana Boat little group between him, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and all that type of stuff. Yeah. To me, it doesn't make any sense. If I'm LeBron James, I wouldn't want a Chris Paul coming over. I would want somebody that relatively is a lot younger that can lead the Lakers into the future. Chris Paul is on the second part of his career. You know, you're always one injury away from Chris Paul not being able to complete a full year. So, in my opinion, I think he needs to do a better job of trying to make sure that Anthony Davis stays with the Lakers and having somebody for Anthony Davis to play along once he retires, because they could keep winning championships. Because in all actuality, not for nothing, AD is the only difference on that team from the year before, and the year before they didn't even make the damn playoffs. So,
and they got a lot of young guys on that team too, man. If they was to have another, I feel like having Chris Paul brings a hint of experience. You know what I'm saying? Like another leader on the team. So you got guys like Dwight Howard and Kuzma, and I mean Dwight Howard isn't like he's a rookie, but he's a big kid. You know what I'm saying? But he's a great player still. Rondo's another veteran. You know what I'm saying? So to have another leader on the team, I think would be great. But I think politically, more than just sports wise, I think having Chris Paul with the LA Lakers would be really dope.
We'll see. Hey, did you see your new jerseys?
What? Who new jerseys?
The Brooklyn Nets, New Jersey, they're paying homage to their old throwbacks. Did you see it?
To the New Jersey throwbacks?
Yeah, like pop it up real quick on your phone while I'm talking, and I'll basically explain. So Kyrie Irving was modeling. He was getting his model on the other day. And it's basically it's a throwback to their old New Jersey Net days. It's like a light blue and whitish with red lettering. It goes back and pays homage to when Derek Coleman and Dajan Petrovic were on the team. And to me, it's dope. I think it's really dope, not for nothing. I think this should be done more often. Because
like blue and red?
Yeah.
Instead of black and white?
Yeah. They're paying homage to, so they're gonna display those uniforms this year. I think they're gonna change the color of the court too, obviously, to go back to that color for those games where they wear those jerseys.
I don't see why. I ain't gonna lie. The black and white is that's so
but
Brooklyn.
the black and white is regular. Like, you know what I'm saying? The black and white
it's so Brooklyn.
Oh, please stop it.
But it's so Brooklyn.
It's so
even so if you was to switch up the hue, just look. We gotta, you know. Even so you switched it up just a little bit and made it grayish. Maybe gave it like the you know how the Denver Nuggets got the different colors. If you just to put like white going all the way up to black with the gray in the middle, that'd be dope. Do something, but switch it from the black and white to something else. I mean, it's so Brooklyn with the black and I don't know. It's just me though. Just me. But I like it though.
You and I started the show talking about COVID cases, Marcus Mack. I just wanted to bring this up real quick before we end this show. If for some reason Bill Belichick ever ended up getting the coronavirus, in less than 30 minutes, he'd test negative.
Yeah, he gonna take the same shot Donald Trump took.
He gonna get the cocktail?
Yeah, that's a that's a fact. Word, man.
Oh, well, that's gonna conclude episode 98 of the EAC Show. I'm Emilio A. Colon. That is Marcus Mack. Hopefully for episode 100, we're going to shoot all together. We're still trying to figure this out just based off of, the whole social distancing and logistics and all that. We want to get the crew back from episode 1 all the way up to episode 100.
We still got members of our crew that's hiding in their house peeking behind blinds. So, you coming out to shoot? Nah, I don't think I'm coming out, bro. They still coughing out there. Check me in about a month or so.
So, Marcus Mack, I want you to enjoy the weekend. I will check you out next week. Let's have a good week 6. And I am the king for week 5, so I'm definitely trying to be the king for week 6. Even though, I'm not going to lie, it looked really, really fucking good on you the other day.
Yeah, man. I mean, we picked a lot of the same picks this week, though. For week 6?
There's a couple that I purposely went the other way to make the difference.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I want to stay far away from Cam's picks. I want to stay far. Yo, listen. You remember on Goodfellas that one guy? Bush. Yeah. Bush. Get him out of here. Yeah, get him out of here.
Come on, Kryptonite. Come on. Put Bush in the bathroom.
Oh, damn.
Marcus Mack, I'll check you out next week.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. It's the EAC Show.